this video, we are taking a closer look at a crane, specifically a 2560. This is a post-war crane made between 1946 and 1947. The design itself is actually a carryover from the pre-war model, the 2660, with a couple of upgrades, most noticeably in the trucks and the couplers. It's a really great addition to any post-war layout. Love the heavy metal castings on it and the rivets that you can see. It's less prototypical, meaning less to scale than some of the later cranes that you'll see coming out in the late 1940s and 1950s, but it has a really cool look to it. Especially love the railings. You can see the rail right here next to the door on this side, and then when you come over here it has two additional rails, just adding to that detail, and of course the Lionel train embedded right in the boom there. So there's a couple of features of this train that are really interesting. First of all, you can see the cranks. There's one in the back here right above the number that marks it as a 2560. There's another crank on this side, and you can also turn this. So this is considered a triple action. So when it's on the layout, you can turn it this way and this way. It's all manual, nothing's electronic on this except for the automatic couplers that you can see here. So the first action that you can do, you can turn it and you can twist it however you want. Maybe you're setting up a work site set that you want it to look like. The second one is the crank on the back, and the crank on the back, this raises and lowers the booms. This is really important if you have an over-under set and maybe you have another work car that you want to mate this to. Perhaps you're putting a flat car right here and you want this to lay low, so you can crank this down and you can get it pretty low. You want to be a little bit careful if it's too low, because if it's touching the car next to it and you go around a curve, there could be a problem. The third motion is the raising and lowering of the hook itself, and that's done with this wheel here. So all it takes is a couple of turns and you can see it go down and lower. And it's really nice, the detail in this and the metal work. The boom itself is a Bakelite plastic that was common in the era. But the hook is really a great piece of metal work with a great pulley that comes up here and comes down here. So a lot of fun to add to a post-war layout if you have it, especially if you have a working car like a flat car that you can mate it to. This one does have the coil couplers. You can see it right in there, so it does automatically uncouple and couple if you have the uncoupling tracks. So a lot of fun to add this to any post-war set. This one itself is in pretty good condition. There's some oxidation here on the base. If somebody really wanted to get picky, they could repaint it. There's a little bit of chipping here. I sort of like the aged look at it. It gives a little bit of a patina to it. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. We're going to load a lot more videos about pre- and post-war Lionel trains coming up.